Hello friends, how you guys doing? All right, so in today's video guys, we're diving into Bitcoin to show you what we're expecting. Okay, Bitcoin is actually doing other cryptocurrencies doing exactly the way we are forecasted, and the best thing that can happen to you, we've seen over the years, in your trading career, is to understand the market structure. So, and that will give you an edge and make you to trade with confidence. Okay, so you can see that actually Bitcoin has broken from this head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so what it's doing now is 1 2 3, so there will be a big correction here that will take us further to wave 5. Okay, so we have seen this is wave 1, this is 2, and this is wave 3, which is ended. So we're expecting wave 4 to play out here, guys. Okay, and in case you're not aware, and we detected it yesterday. If I go down to 4 hours, that is when it's obvious to us yesterday that whenever we see something like this, if you watch my video yesterday, I showed you a trading strategy that you can employ on Bitcoin and make a lot of money. And that trading strategy is simple. Let me just recap. Yesterday I did a video explaining how you can use a trend breakout, okay, using a momentum like MACD to tell when the momentum is dying out of the chart. And whenever you see a trend breakout, that's a potential sell or buy position. So you can see the video yesterday, there was a potential divergence here, and the market is going up, whereby the momentum is coming down, and actually there was a trend breakout here, and you can see what happened is coming down again. Okay, so that video yesterday, I think you should have not watched it, but you can watch it. All right, so that is just by the way. So what are we expecting now? You should be aware that no market moves in a straight line. Okay, no market moves in a straight line. So what we're expecting on Bitcoin is that after this move is over, which we are still expecting to drop one more, then there will be a pullback. Okay, and this pullback might be a corrective pullback like this, and then another drop, guys. Okay, we're expecting another drop. So one thing you should have in the back of your mind is that if you calculate the time it takes us to move from here to here, guys, time it takes us to move from here to here, so it will spend more of that time within this region, guys. I'm just giving you something that you guys should take note of. Okay, corrective structure spend more time than the impulsive structure. Okay, this is an impulse, so we're entering to the corrective phase. And after this corrective phase, there's a potential room for another push-up. Okay, this push-up might get to like 46,000 range before this whole move will be over, guys. Okay, before this whole move will be over. And there's something you should have in back of your mind. If you take a look on the daily, you see Bitcoin is still correcting. Okay, it's still correcting. I don't think that this move might be the one that will break this. Okay, they might, so it all depends on how it develops, but the way it's starting out correctively. You can see this is 1 2 3, which is not that convincing. Okay, it's just 1 2 3, so it's starting out correctively. So we have 1 2 3 4 5. There might be once this is completed, like to 5, we have a bigger move down and another one, then we drop. But there's a potential room that this market is going to drop more, even below this, guys. Okay, it's below this, so it's healthy. Okay, so don't panic. So but at the moment there is a room for profit, and you get that we are trading what we see as the market develop. All right, so the trade setup for the day on Bitcoin, if you take a look, there's no clear setup trade for the day because the market hasn't corrected yet. So on Ethereum, I think yesterday we were here, immediately we broke this. As you can see, yesterday we broke this, and I posted in our Telegram group, guys, that there is a potential sell, so you should take a sell. And now the market has given us this 3 wave we're expecting. So what is next on Ethereum? We're expecting a correction here, pullback, and another drop, guys. Another drop is coming. Okay, because if you take a look on Ethereum from 4 hours, you can see that the market is still correcting itself. All right, it's still correcting itself. The lowest low so far is here. Okay, the lowest low so far on Ethereum is this point, guys. Okay, so the center. So what we're expecting is once this move is over, this is impulse. This is 1 2 3. and this is another impulse. So we're expecting after this correction there will be a tag. Once they tag this low, guys, Ethereum is going to drop more. Okay, it's going to drop more. So but now what we are in the corrective phase, so allow this correction to finish. And what I'm looking at from this correction, you can see that since the beginning of this impulse, it has been that aggressive. So this might be a bigger correction, guys, that will take 50% of this move, retrace 50% of this move before the next move up, making it a potential three-wave move. And that will give us, if it gives us that potential three-wave move at the break of this, the market is going to drop. All right, the market is going to drop. So that is on Ethereum, guys. So let's just dive into other crypto and see what we can drive from it. If you take a look on Cardano, Cardano also is correcting, but what we are looking at from here, you can see this is a leading diagonal. We can call this a leading diagonal. We make this one, so what we are expecting might be the next one, and it drops. So we're expecting this next move up on Cardano. Okay, this next impulse on Cardano, which might definitely break this. All right, it might definitely break that, and before the next drop. Every market is still correcting. You can see now from this lowest point here, from this lowest point, this is the market make this pull back. Okay, I think this is the lowest point here. Okay, it has tagged this low. Yeah, this is the lowest point, but just slightly low than this. Can call them double top, because this point here, this point and this point, they're actually at the same level. So in that scenario, there is more room of clear breakout that is dropping below that point. But let's watch as this market develops. But the trade we can see currently now is after this correction is over, there is a room for this next move. Okay, which is probably okay. There's a room for this. Okay, guys. So if you take a look on, let's take a look on based on request on Ripple. The sentiment applies here. The market is correcting. So Ripple looks bearish a little on 4 hours. So what we're expecting, this market will clear down, give us a correction up here and more drop. Okay, we're expecting a more drop here on Ripple. You can see all crypto, they are following suit. If you take a look on almost all of them, they are selling. If you take a look on SVG, somebody asked us to check SVG. Go to 1 hour, so for one daily. Yes, exactly what we're expecting. You can see, guys, SVG did exactly what we're expecting to tag this low. This low means something. So what are we expecting on SVG? We're expecting a very sharp impulse up. Okay, a very sharp impulse up here, and down we go. So SVG on looks a little bit different. So I can bring this, measure this. So for you to know what to expect, I measure this and drop it here, guys. Okay, measure this and drop it here. So something like this you should be expecting on SVG. It might not reach to this level, but just expect, because market is never perfect. So but something like this you should be expecting. Okay, it will be after this drop that the market might decide to give us the next phase that we'll be expecting. So that will give us like A, B, C after that, before the market starts giving us the big move that actually we'll be expecting all this while. So but just wait for these guys, wait for this correction. It's going to take a lot of time, because all the crypto now, they are entering into that phase of corrective structure. All right, so if we take a look on also DOGE coin, so somebody is asking, where is my DOGE? Right, this is your DOGE, guys. This is your DOGE. All right, so what is going on DOGE is still the same pattern, same old, same old. Every market is still correcting, guys. And you know, when the market is tanking or going down, for altcoin it will be worse. Bitcoin it just be minor. So the same thing applies here. As the market breaks this point, a three-way move up, guys. Okay, we're expecting this at least to break this up before it can drop. Okay, we're expecting the market to at least break this point before the next drop. So if you go to 4 hours, you can see the same thing applying here. 4 hours also show. So the market, there's still room of breaking up. Okay, so in case you are interested in taking this trade, just put your trend like this. At the break of this is your potential buy. Okay, but it should be short-lived. This is not the move that will break the all-time high. but at least you make a decent profit when you are taking this trade to be at least to break this previous resistance here. To break this previous resistance, we are taking this trade at least to break this. So once this is broken, watch out for a massive correction and the market can be dropped from there, guys. Okay, so that is what the market is showing us now. So the market looks a little bit dull this season, okay, but just it's understandable. All right, it's understandable. So just trade responsibly, guys. And before we call it a day, let's take a look on Binance Coin. All right, Binance Coin. The same thing applies here. The market actually giving us this move. So you can see all this move we're expecting ended here. So now you can see we can bring this trend here. And what are we expecting? We're expecting the wave to this three-wave move. You know, either the market comes here, target this low and drop in, okay, or it drop from here and come up. So it depends. There are many ways this market can move now. All right, there are many ways. If I go to daily, so you can see it clearly, we can have more room for analysis. So on Binance Coin, we can see that the market either it drops here, but if it's dropping here, it will retrace very fast. So if it drops here, it retraces before coming down again. So watch out for these, guys. Watch out for this. All right. So if you go to, for you to know exact position it's taking, this trend is actually as we established. So just watch out for this. At the break of this trend, guys, at the break of this trend, then you might see whether the market is going down or not. If you go to 1 hour, it will be more obvious on which direction it's going at the moment. Okay, currently you can see that the market is still correcting, so there is a room. If this is broken, the market might still give us this move, right, on the 1 hour. So expect that, guys, on the Binance Coin. The market is just correcting, and as it's just moving sideways, this is the time for professional traders to make a lot of money. But for amateur, you just hold and be taking your profits and also be buying the dip. You buy the dip, you make your profits. You buy the dip, you hold, you are in profit, you sell. Okay, so I think one thing that we make give you a lot of money in the crypto space these days is dollar cost averaging. Okay, anytime the market drops massively, it's time for you to buy. Anytime the market goes, you know, aggressively in a positive side, it's time for you to sell. At least don't sell everything, sell a percentage and hold, because the market will keep dangling and stuff like that. Guys, if you like this content and if you like us to produce more of it, kindly subscribe to this channel and help us grow. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.